welcome to a new weekly video. So as you can see, I have absolutely no makeup on my face. There will more than likely going to be noise in the background and the light is not brilliant because as you're watching this, I literally filmed this last night at 8 p.m. If you follow my vlogs, you will know that my sister was over and she was staying in my office, which is where I film my videos. And I had pre-filmed a video for when she was here, but I never thought about the fact that she would go quickly after and all that. So here it is. I'm only talking to you about my favorite of the month, so I thought whether I have makeup on my face or not, it will still be what my favorites are, and what I'm telling you about them is more important than the way I look. So let's start. So the first thing is I got a new iPhone, which was my upgrade. I went for the iPhone SE and the phone is brilliant. I'm not planning to include it in my favorites, although I do like it a lot. What I want to include though is my case. It is a spec case. It's completely clear and I wanted a clear case because I went for the rose gold phone and I really like the color and just wanted to show it off. I do need to have a pretty sturdy case with the kids because I drop my phone so many times a day. I need something that will protect it. So the reasons why I like it is that there are two layers in it. The inside one is a more like a silicone feel layer, and then there's like a harder plastic case. It's still bendable, but the corners, I don't know if you can see, the corners have the rubber bit coming out there. And all the edges of the phone are surrounded by that rubbery texture. So it means that when you drop the phone, it really doesn't break, basically. It is supposed to be like a military grade strength, whatever this means. I ordered it online in the UK on a website called, I think it was called either Fun Mobile or Mobile Fun. But anyway, I just googled to try and find a good case and I saw that the spec case was good and that's where I found it. So I would strongly recommend this case. They actually do cases for a lot of different phones if you have a different one. Next I'm going to move on. I'm going to do it in a bit of a random order, I think, and I probably will end up piling up everything in there. Next thing, I don't have the actual thing to show you, I only have the label. It's a Yankee candle. I have burnt it, that's why I don't have it. It is the sea salt and sage one. It is a very light green if you're looking for it, like almost like a whitish green. It smells so nice. It is one of these really fresh, it's scents, you don't notice it, it's not a very strong scent. This is really the kind of scent I like. I don't like anything too strong. I like something that you can notice when you come into a room but it doesn't overpower everything. And I really like fresh, clean scents more than anything else, especially during springtime. I just really like that. And I went into the store and I decided to buy a selection of candles that I had never tried before because I tend to go for the ones I know I love a lot. But the thing is that with the sample ones, like the votive size ones, because they are so small, they're not that expensive. It's a good way to try a scent before buying a bigger one. And I think that this one convinced me enough to buy, maybe not the gigantic one, but you know, the medium sized one, because I really liked it. And I really want to have more of this. So this was my favorite candle of this month. Next, let's stay in the fragrance thing. So I knew this scent before, but I had never actually owned it. I had only smelt it in Sephora in France. It's the perfume I got in my little box of May, called La Fille de l'Air by Courrèges. So I only have the little travel size thing, so I don't even actually remember what the bottle itself looks like. And now I have my phone sitting there with messages coming in, but anyway, it smells a lot like orange blossoms, which is one of my favorite scents. And well, it is a decent size. I've had it for about 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks, and I've used all this. I love it. It's very fresh. If you don't like orange blossom, you will not like this. To me, it's a very spring summer kind of fragrance. It's definitely my favorite type of smell, so I really love that perfume. I'm actually contemplating buying like a bigger size one as well. Let's stay in the beauty side of things. This has been by far my favorite thing of this month. It is the Sweet Peach. I can say it, I'm sure I can say it. It's been a long day, okay? It's the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced, and basically I think I can happily say that there's not a single shadow I don't like in this palette. It is peach colors and browns and purpley tones. If you have blue eyes, this is great to bring out the color of your eyes. It actually goes with pretty much every kind of eye color. The purpley ones will actually bring out green eyes quite well too. But yeah, I love them. I was going to say, I could even tell you what I prefer. The ones I've been using the most basically are Peaches and Cream down here, Georgia over here, Caramelized and Candied Peach, those two, Bellini, I'm going to tell you all the names there, aren't I? And Peach Pit over there, like the middle one there. That's the ones I've been using the most, but there's not a single one I have not used. Excuse the noise upstairs when he's going to bed, and his room is right above, so you can hear everything, especially as Alfie is probably throwing toys all over the ground. So that was definitely one of my favorite things. That's the only eyeshadow I've been using. Sorry, I'm going out of focus. There we go. It's the only eyeshadow I've been using this month. I've done loads of different looks with it. I love it. Next thing, if you follow my vlogs, you will have heard about these. I bought these on, I think it was in the Facebook group of crafty people online. It's somebody who was basically used to sell them and had loads in stock, and she wanted to get rid of them. So I bought 2 of those. They are by Webster's Pages, which I had never heard of before. They actually came, I'm going to show you, I have the box, they came in before. That was the box. It is a little pouch like this. I have a pink one as well, and inside, so this one is the one I use for my mobile pharmacy. Hold on, we're gonna present that properly. So there are loads of little pockets like that, but I've used it whenever we went to Scotland. I've used it when I went to Dublin. It is brilliant to carry things. So I have one for my portable pharmacy, so it's always stocked up. So for example, if we go for a day trip, I can just grab this and have like a selection of plasters, any kind of medicine, like for digestive problems, painkillers for the kids, you know, loads of things. And I know that if I bring that with me, I'll have a bit of everything, so it will at least tie me over to the time I can get to a pharmacy to get something. The second one I used when I went to Dublin to put in like my hotel booking confirmation, concert tickets, parking confirmations, you know, all the documents I needed to have. And also my euros, because I brought some I had left over. So I had, you know, it was just handy. Every time I needed a document, I just pulled out the pink one. Everything was at hand. It's great. So these definitely, I'm sure there are a lot of other ones, but I found these really good quality. I am not entirely sure what the retail price is for those. I paid £10 for the 2 of them, and I know it was like a really reduced price. If I can remember well, I think they retail for £14.99 usually, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that one, please. Next thing has revolutionized Alfie's water drinking habits. Basically, Alfie was breastfed for like exclusively for 4.5 months. Then he was combi fed until he was 6 months old, and then gradually by the time he was 7 months old, basically he was mainly on formula, because my milk just ran out, and it was very tough for me to have to deal with that, because it was my body not doing the right thing, not what I wanted it to do. But eventually I got over it, so I accepted the bottle side of things entirely. And lately I have been trying to find a way to get him off the bottle for water at least. I do want him to drink enough water to make sure his bowel is functioning properly and he's hydrated enough. He's been getting a lot warmer. And we've tried any kind of cups with a spout we could find. He can drink okay out of a free flow one, but he spills everything, he shakes it all the time. It's a mess basically. But every kind of cup with a spout we've tried that's not free flow, he cannot find that. Even we've been trying and trying and trying, he can't. He doesn't know how to use them basically. So I saw this cup, which is the Munchkin 360 Miracle Cup. So this one, we just got a new one in the shopping, so I am going to open it for you. Basically, the way it works, which has been a miracle, it's called a Miracle Cup, but it really is farce. So basically, you have the cup like this. You can also get it with no handles and a bigger container. So you have a normal cup, and I'm not sure you can use that as a cup afterwards. Underneath you have the lid, has loads of little holes like this, and on top of that, I'm going to take it off, there's like a silicone part. I'm going to screw that back on to show you. There's a silicone part basically. It can come off entirely. So basically that's the cup, so when you drink the water comes out of this. That silicone part is on top, but it blocks all the holes. So when you have water and you shake it, there's absolutely nothing coming out. But when you bite on the edge, can you see how it lifts very slightly? It's very hard to show there. And the water flows through that. So it's a great way to train children to drink out of a normal cup without too much mess. But it's also, at the moment, the best way I can get Alfie to drink loads of water. He absolutely loves this cup. And I am actually really glad I don't have to transition from the bottle to some kind of beaker, sippy cup, and can go straight to like drinking from a cup. And then I'm guessing it will be a lot easier for him to transition to a normal glass. So I'm so happy with those. The only problem is that every shop seems to have a million pink ones, but the blue ones are really, really hard to find. We now have 3. As soon as I could get them, I got them. I bought these ones in Tesco's. They sell them on Amazon. Now, I just want to precise that on Amazon they are about between 8 and 10 to 12 pounds. In Tesco's they are £5 in that size. In the bigger size they are £5 too, actually. So for a lot of things Amazon is cheaper, but for that really it's almost twice the price. So yeah, not great. Last thing, if you have seen my vlog of the 19th of May, you will have seen that before, but I just wanted to mention it here because this is something I will be reviewing entirely for the next 2 months. My best friend got me as a birthday present a 3-month subscription to the Lollipop Box Club. What it is a stationery slash planner slash scrapbooking box, subscription box. You get a whole lot of things. So I've tried to keep everything in and not use it to be able to use it for this video. But an example of what you get, like washi tapes, bookmarks, little stamps, loads of little inserts for your planner. There's a little DIY kit every time, planner stickers, little beads, little embellishments, bookmarks, pretty papers, some little like things like pegs and all. There is a whole lot of things. I'm not going to go too much into details. If you want to know more about this, I will link down below the vlog where I showed most of it when I first received it. And for the next 2 months I will be reviewing them as a separate video, so you will be able to see everything that's inside if you want to. So there you go, that was it. A really rushed, really unpolished favorite of the month of May. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every Thursday and I daily vlog as well, so the videos go up every day at 5 PM and it's at 10 AM on Thursdays that my extra video comes out. Don't forget to tell your friends about my channel if you think they will like it, and yeah, I will see you next week for another video, which should be children clothes haul, mainly Next and Mother Care, actually only Next and Mother Care. So if you want to see that, stay tuned till next week, and until then, have a lovely week. Bye.